Hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone, friends, Rotaractors, Rotarians, to the yoga and meditation session of RotarActs of Kindness. My name is Donner Call, and I'm a proud Chicago Rotaractor, and it is my pleasure to be joined by Yogi Holly Zajur, who will be leading us through a relaxing and rejuvenating class for all levels. All proceeds from the RotarActs of Kindness sessions will support Rotary's Disaster Response Fund. It has been proven time and time again that the Rotary family is available whenever and wherever help is needed. From the recent explosion in Beirut, our current COVID-19 relief efforts, to our decades-long assault on polio, we respond quickly, efficiently, and with care. The Rotary family also plans ahead so that we have resources necessary to react when disaster strikes. As we all know, the Rotary Foundation is the backbone of our ability to be sustainable for future generations. It is so important that Rotaractors and Rotarians come together to support the future of our organization and through that, the future of our planet. With RotarAct's elevated status within Rotary International comes an elevated responsibility to give back. The support and encouragement of Rotarians will help this transition be smooth, meaningful, and impactful. We are so excited that in July of 2021, our seventh area of focus, supporting the environment, will make its debut. We will feel it is important to focus on immediate needs in tandem with ensuring a habitable planet for future generations. As we prepare to welcome this new area of focus and invest in our future, we want to ensure that the Disaster Response Fund is well positioned to be put into use when we need it most. Thank you again for your generosity. We think these sessions will far surpass the donated amount in fun and quality. If you agree and would like to further support these efforts through increasing your gift and sharing with others, the Raise for Rotary link is open until June 1st and is being placed in the chat right now. Please note that the donations on Raise for Rotary count towards all donor recognition opportunities offered by RI. They are functionally the same as any gift to the Rotary Foundation. We know you will enjoy this incredible session, but first, let's go over a few housekeeping comments. Please note, this session is being recorded. You've all been muted, and we request you stay on mute to ensure no background noise interferes with the presentation. Please make sure you are in speaker view for the best experience during the forum. All speaker bios can be found on the Ascension Rotaract Network Conference website, where you completed your registration. As a disclaimer, before starting a new course of exercise, you should consult your physician. All participants should acknowledge the risk of injury inherent in exercise. Now, please allow me the pleasure of introducing Holly Zajur. Holly is an educator, entrepreneur, and lifelong learner of yoga and mindfulness. Holly has been studying, practicing, and sharing yoga and mindfulness skills since 2009. After graduating from the University of Virginia in 2015, Holly worked at a yoga nonprofit before starting Connect Wellness, an organization dedicated to offering wellness solutions to individuals, communities, and companies. Through her work with Connect Wellness, Holly has developed and implemented wellness workshops, programs, and trainings that empower people to strengthen their mental and physical health while connecting with themselves, others, and the world around them. When Holly isn't working, you can find her making pottery, running trails, or playing with her dog Luna. You can learn more about Holly's company through the link in the chat. Without further ado, please join me in warmly welcoming Holly Zajur.
Hello, thank you all so much for being here, and thank you, donor, and everyone on the wonderful RotarAct team who made this possible. I'm just gonna scoot this back really quick, but I know that it is a beautiful, sunny Saturday afternoon, so I encourage you, if you have the ability to open a window nearby you or bring this up on your phone and practice outside, go ahead and do that. And give yourself a moment to get adjusted, and we will find our way to a comfortable seat. Awesome, just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. So as donor did a fantastic job of that introduction, my name is Holly Zajur, and my company Connect Wellness focuses on empowering people and to connect with themselves and their communities, to heal their bodies and minds, and notice how that impacts the rest. So we're going to focus a little bit on some of the benefits that a yoga practice can bring to you and your life, as well as your service. So take a moment to just find a comfortable seat, whatever that means for your body today. So that might be sitting cross-legged. That might not be accessible for your body. You might want your legs straight out in front of you, or your knees bent and kind of sit on your heels. And we're going to use a technique to ground into the present moment. And this is something that you can use. I know you've been in this workshop all weekend. Maybe as you're transitioning from one presentation to the next, I highly recommend using this technique to transition away from whatever was happening before and into this now moment. So begin with your eyes open and start to draw your awareness to any objects in the room around you. Start to get familiar with where you physically are in this very moment. You can either gently close your eyes or gaze at a point in front of you. And now begin to draw your attention to any sounds that you can hear. I got my window open so I can hear some birds, the wind. Maybe you're noticing sounds inside your home, the sound of my voice, the sound of your breath. Draw your awareness to where the body meets the floor. And really allow your sensation of where your body meeting the floor to rest here. Engage your core, feel your spine lengthen, bring your shoulders up towards your ears and soften them down your back. Let's take 3 breaths together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Inhale, fill your chest, your belly with air. Exhale, let it out. One more inhale. And exhale. Now take a moment to scan your body from head to toe. And just take note of any sensations that are present right now. There's no need to judge them or try to even control or change it. Just simply acknowledge what is. And draw your attention to where in the body you feel the breath as it moves in and out. Today we are going to focus on the word yoga and what it means and how this can relate to service, or as in Sanskrit, service is seva. So a similar parallel in that. So the word yoga translates to mean union, connection, oneness, wholeness. And I find this to be a very powerful definition that continues to ripple into every aspect of life. Yoga is a practice of learning how to connect within yourself. So it often begins on the mat, but it doesn't end there. So it might start with some movement on the mat, connecting your breath with your body's movement. And as you do so, you might notice a connection between the body and the mind. So how moving the body can help calm the mind, or the breath can calm the mind. And then you'll start to feel connected to this space within you, who you truly are. So kind of when all that noise, all the external to-dos turn off, you start to see yourself, feel more connected within you. And once you find that connection within yourself, you start to notice the ways in which you are connected to others. So maybe your fellow Rotarians and the world around you, and people who are maybe not so much like you, but you start to notice that connection between yourself, others, and the environment as well. Big inhale. and exhale. So when I think about service, I often like to acknowledge that ripple effect of service as well. So how taking care of yourself, your body, your mind, and active service to yourself allows you to better serve others in the world around you. I think that the two are not mutual, or they're not mutually exclusive. I think you need both. So that's what we're going to focus on today, acknowledging how to strengthen your body, your mind, and your awareness so that you can better listen and serve others. Big inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to heart center and push your palms into one another. So feel your hands engaged. Feel your elbows reaching out into opposite directions. Start to bring the shoulder blades towards one another behind the back. And take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. So whatever it is that inspired you to arrive, whatever it is that you would like to release or receive, repeat that intention 3 times in your mind. And dedicate some portion of this practice to simply connecting with yourself and meeting your needs in this moment so that you can best meet the needs of the world around you as you step off of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, send that intention up to sky. And exhale, push it all away. So this is a good way to get some movement into the shoulders. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Now we're going to focus on getting into your wrists a little. This is a great thing that you can do when you've been sitting at the desk all day during work, whatever it might be. So bring your forearms together so your elbows meet and then hold your hands. This will help prevent carpal tunnel. I want you to roll your wrists in one direction 8 times. Try to keep those elbows together. Try to keep the shoulders soft and down the back. And then reverse it, roll your hands in the opposite direction 8 times. And then you can release the hands, shake them out, and drop the arms alongside the body. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up towards the sky. This is a good way to open up the shoulders, the back, the chest, and exhale, arch your spine, gaze in towards your navel. So this is similar to a cat and cow. This is a variation you can use at the desk. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze up towards the sky or the ceiling. Exhale, arch your spine, gaze in towards your navel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to neutral, bring your shoulders up towards your ears, and exhale, soften them down your back. Inhale, bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, bring your head back to center and bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale to center. Bring your hands to clasp behind the back. Straighten your arms. Bring your shoulder blades towards one another. Gaze up towards the sky. And then release the bind of the hands. Lift your chest up. Now bring your chin to your chest and your hands to clasp behind the head. Bring your elbows towards one another. Soften your shoulders down the back. Big inhale. And exhale. Release the bind of your hands. Lift your torso up. Inhale, shoulders to your ears. Exhale, soften them down the back. Inhale. And exhale. Now find your way to a tabletop position, however you'd like to get there. So you might roll on the hands and knees to get there. You might move the feet out to the side. And then bring your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. So a couple things. If you have limitations in the wrist, you can come up onto your knuckles. That'll help to protect the wrist. Another way to protect the wrist while still getting that motion in there is by focusing on grounding down through the knuckles and the fingers. That'll help to protect them. So we're going to get into a little cat and cow here to open up the spine. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, look up towards the sky. Exhale, point your toes, arch your spine, gaze in towards your navel. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, point your toes, arch your spine. Gaze towards the navel. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, toes point, spine arches. Inhale to neutral. And exhale here. We're going to get into the hips and the wrists a little bit by taking some circles. So I want you to send your sits bones back to the left, to the center, to the right, and then come back up and around. And take 3 more circles in this direction at your own rate. Allow yourself to listen to your body here and move at a rate and in a way that meets its needs in this now moment. And then as you're ready, you can reverse it, take 4 circles in the opposite direction. And just return to a neutral tabletop position again as you're ready. Ground down through the knuckles and the fingers. Curl your toes under, lift your knees up, and then start to straighten your legs. Send your sits bones towards the sky and lower your heels to the mat. Feel your hands pushing down into the earth. Start to rotate your arms inwards. Relax the head and neck as you gaze towards your navel and try to send your sits bones way up high towards the sky. You're in a downward facing dog here. Feel free to pedal out the feet from side to side, wiggle your hips, any movements that your body would like. You can stay here or you can come onto your knees and send your sits bones back in a child's pose. Both poses offer really beautiful benefits because they allow the heart to rest above the head, which will bring blood flow to your brain and increase your memory, or not your memory, but your concentration and your energy levels. Big inhale. And exhale. So it's a really nice little energy boost during the midday. Now find your way to a downward facing dog if you aren't already there. Inhale, look to the front of the mat. And exhale, slowly walk the feet to meet the gaze. 1 foot in front of the other. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, soften at your knees, fold forward. You can allow your arms to dangle alongside the body. You can heel toe the feet so that they're a little bit wider. You can grab opposite elbow with opposite hand, maybe shake the head side to side, no. Or nice and slowly nod it, yes. You can bring your hands to clasp behind your head, way down your upper back and shoulders. And then release the bind if the hands are holding a part of the body, and slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, come to stand. And allow your head to be the very last thing that rises. Inhale, bring your shoulders towards your ears. Exhale, soften down the back. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Standing strong and tall in your Tadasana mountain pose. Take a moment to acknowledge how the breath feels as it moves in and out of the body. And carry this with you as we move into some sun salutation variations. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, and if it's available, come onto your toes. Exhale, lower the heels. Grab your left wrist with your right fingers, reach up high. And exhale, lean it to the right side. Feel each foot rooting into the earth. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring it back to center. Grab your right wrist with your left fingers, reach up high. And exhale, lean to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale to center. Exhale, soften at your knees, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, gently bend at your knees, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, drop the arms alongside the body, Tadasana, mountain pose, big inhale. And exhale. Take a moment to acknowledge where your feet meet the earth. Feel the breath as it flows through the body. And let's move through that same thing again. Inhale, arms rise, option to come onto the toes. Exhale, lower the heels. Grab the left wrist with the right fingers, reach up high. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center, grab opposite wrist with opposite fingers, reach up high. Exhale, lean to the left side. Feel the feet root onto the earth, big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, soften at the knees as you fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, drop your arms alongside the body, Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. We'll move through that same thing one more time. Inhale, arms rise, option to come onto the toes. Exhale, lower the heels, grab the left wrist with the right fingers, reach up high. Exhale, lean to the right side, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring it back to center, grab opposite wrist with opposite fingers, and exhale, lean to the left, big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, soften at the knees, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, gently bend at your knees, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, drop your arms alongside the body, Tadasana. Mountain pose, big inhale. And exhale. Now ground down through the four corners of the feet. Bend your knees, send your sits bones back, reach your arms out in front of you, and then integrate your shoulders behind the back. So this is called an Utkatasana or an awkward pose. It's like you're sitting in a chair, but there's no chair there. Take a moment to notice where the weight is in the feet, and if it's way back in the heels or way far forward in the toes, can you try to land evenly between the feet here? Inhale. Exhale, one more. Straighten your legs and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, bend your left knee, ground your left palm, reach your right arm towards the sky, drop the gaze to the floor. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. One more breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Bring your right hand to the mat as you bend your right knee. Reach your left arm towards the sky. I recommend dropping the gaze to the mat to take any unnecessary tension out of the neck. Take a big breath in, big breath out. One more big inhale and exhale. Left hand meets the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, soften at your knees, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, drop your arms alongside the body, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. Let's move through that same thing one more time. Ground down through the four corners of the feet. Bend the knees, send the sits bones back, reach the arms in front of you, Utkatasana, awkward pose. Inhale here. Exhale, integrate the shoulders behind the back. Inhale. Exhale, one more inhale. Exhale, straighten your legs, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, bend the left knee. Ground the left palm, reach your right arm towards the sky, drop the gaze to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to the mat, bend the right knee, left arm reaches, gaze drops. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, soften as you fold. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, drop them alongside the body, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale. And exhale. Take a moment to scan your body from head to toe and just notice how you feel. And take a moment to return to that intention you set at the beginning of practice. Now shift your weight to your right leg. Come onto your left toes. Find a point to focus on in front of you and bring your hands to your hips. Now with control, start to pick that left foot up and step it back behind you. You might take a few steps to get there, so you come with the back foot about like the legs distance apart. You can either stay on the balls of the back foot, or you can ground your back foot at 45 degrees. And if the gaze isn't that wide, that's okay. You can keep that back knee bent and hang out just like this. Make sure you can see your right big toe on the inner line of your right knee. Engage your core, pull your right hip back, your left hip forward. Now reach your arms out in front of you and integrate the shoulders behind the back. Lift your arms up overhead. You're in a warrior one or a Virabhadrasana one. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now lower your arms out in front of you. Peel the left arm back behind you as you bring your left foot parallel to the back of the mat. Your arms extend in opposite directions and gaze over your right fingers. Try to check in. Make sure you can see your right big toe on the inner line of your right knee. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Now straighten your right leg. Start to reach your right hand as far forward to the front of the mat as you can. Then you can soften in that front knee. Bring your right hand somewhere to that right leg. Reach that left arm up over. Feel free to bend that right knee as much as you'd like, or bring the right hand to a block, the forearm to the thigh. I like to soften the gaze to the floor. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your torso up. Come back to that warrior one for a moment. Now pivot on the back toes. Reach your arms up overhead so you're coming towards the front of the mat again. Bring your hands to your heart And with control, shift the weight back into that right foot as you step the left foot to meet the right. You can drop the arms and shake it out. Find your way to your mountain pose. Again, inhale, shoulders to the ears, and exhale, soften them down the back. Find a point to focus on in front of you. Shift your weight to the left leg, come onto your right toes, and with control, step the right foot back behind you, and it might take a few steps to get there. Choose if you want to stay on the balls of your back toes or ground that back foot at 45 degrees. Now check in, make sure you can see your left big toe on the inner line of your left knee. Feel the four corners of the feet grounding down into the earth, the thighs rotating inwards. Engage the core, pull the left hip back, the right hip forward. Reach your arms out in front of you. Integrate the shoulders behind the back, and then lift the arms up overhead. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, being a warrior for yourself, a warrior for others. Inhale. Exhale, one more inhale. Exhale, lower the arms in front of you. Peel the right arm back behind you as you open it up to a warrior two. Gaze over the left fingers. Try to peek down at that left foot. Make sure you can see the left big toe on the inner line of the left knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Straighten your left leg and reach your left arm out as far as you can, and then you can bring the left hand somewhere to the left leg. Thigh, soften the gaze to the earth. Coming to a triangle pose. This is great for the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale, lift your torso up. Come to that warrior two again. Pivot on the back toes, reach your arms overhead. Now bring your hands to heart, and with control, step the right foot to meet the left. And then shake it out. It's important to shake it out in bits. Awesome job. Now find your way to that mountain pose at the front of the mat again. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Now shift your weight into the left foot. Come onto your right toes and roll your right toes around clockwise 8 times. And then you can reverse it, roll around 8 times counterclockwise. Come onto the balls of the toes. Curl the toes under. Find a point that's like 2 feet in front of you that's not going to move, that you can focus on. This is called a dristi. And you're going to maintain your focus on this point as you start to bring the right knee out to the right side. You can keep the right toes on the floor and let that right heel just kind of kickstand into that left leg. You can bring your hands to heart. Option to stay right here. This is a tree pose. You're getting tons of benefits this way. Or if you'd like to explore, you can start to bring your right foot a little bit higher up the leg, maybe to the ankle, the calf, maybe to the thigh. Wherever that foot goes is great as long as it's above or below the knee. You don't want it on your knee. That can be really dangerous for your knees, so make sure of that. I'd rather you be lower than on the knee. And then reach your arms up overhead like branches. I hope you noticed those wobbles. That's part of life. We gotta roll with it, just like the trees. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Feel the feet rooting into the earth. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale with control. Bring your right foot back to the mat. Drop the arms alongside the body. And feel free to shake it out. Now shift your weight to your right leg. Come onto your left toes. You can roll it around clockwise 4 times. And by 4, I actually mean 8. And then you can reverse it, roll it around counterclockwise 8 times. Come on to the balls of the toes, so you start to stretch out the bottom of that foot, or the fascia of that foot. And then point the toes, stretch the top of the left foot. Now find a point to focus on in front of you as you kickstand that left foot. The left knee points out to the left side. The toes can stay on the floor, the left heel on that right ankle. You can start to slide that foot up. Again, it doesn't matter where that foot goes, neither is better or worse, just as long as it is not on the knee. Bring your hands to your heart, or you can extend your arms up like branches of a tree. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. And then with control, bring your left leg back to the mat. Drop the arms alongside the body, shake it out. Take a big breath in, shoulders up towards the ears, and exhale, soften it down the back. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, gently bend at your knees, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, ground your palms, step back to a plank position. Then you can lower on your knees and send your sits bones back to a child's pose. So you can keep your arms extended in front of you, or you can bend your arms, bring your palms to meet one another behind the head. And just offer yourself 10 big breaths here. Let everything settle. And then you can slowly walk your hands in towards your knees. Lift your torso up. Inhale, bring your shoulders towards your ears. Exhale, soften them down back. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Bring your hands to either side of your seat. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. You can stay right here. You can start to lift your right arm up and out to the side until you find the point that's like, oh yeah, that's a really good stretch. Then stop there, wiggle your fingers. Breathe. You can bring your right hand back to the mat, your head to center. Big inhale. And exhale. Now bring your right ear to your right shoulder. You can keep the left fingertips on the earth, or do that same thing. Play till you find the point that feels right, and then stop and wiggle your fingers. Bring your head back to center your fingertips to the mat. Big inhale. And exhale. Now walk your hands to one side, kick your legs out to the other. And then straighten your legs out in front of you. Take a moment to shake out your legs, karate chop them a little. You can pull the flesh out from under the sits bones. Bring your hands to either side of your seat. Feel your feet engaged, your thighs engaged, your core engaged, and your shoulders soften. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale, soften at your knees, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Take 5 more breaths. Now gently massage your legs as you walk your hands up. You can bring your hands to either side of the seat. You can play with pointing one toe, flexing the other. Then reverse. Ooh, heard that ankle pop. Feel free to roll your ankles, maybe in a few circles one way. And then you can do it in the opposite direction. Now bend your knees. The hands rest gently behind the back. And I kind of like to pretend, and especially on a sunny day like today, that you're like laying on your beach towel by the ocean. Drop both knees over to the left side as you gaze over your right shoulder. And just offer yourself a few moments to breathe here. Now you can bring your knees back to center and drop both knees over to the right side as you gaze over the left shoulder and find your breath. Inhale, bring it back to center. Walk your hands in and bring your hands to the shins or your kneecaps. Ground down through your seat. Feel your spine lengthen, soften your shoulders down your back. Now bring your hands to the tops of your knees. Inhale, drop your belly, look up towards the sky. And exhale, arch your spine, gaze in towards your navel. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. And exhale, arch your spine, gaze in. Inhale, feel your spine lengthen, your shoulders soften. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lower onto your back. And then when you arrive on your back, gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side. So just drop the knees to one side and then the other. This will help alleviate tension in the lower back. You can curl your knees into your chest, bring your hands to the kneecaps, wiggle it around, maybe roll out your ankles again. This is a good way to give your low back and your SI joints a massage. Now bring your arms to a cactus T. Engage your core, feel your low back root down on the earth. And then drop both knees over to the right side as you gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. Take a moment to pause. And then drop both knees over to the left side as you gaze over the right shoulder. And then bring your knees back into the chest, bring your hands to the kneecaps. Feel free to wiggle around. Again, take any last movements that your body is asking for. And find your way to a comfortable rest position. So if the low back feels tight, I recommend resting with the soles of the feet on the floor, the knees bent. You can straighten your legs out in front of you and drop the arms alongside the body. You can bend the knees, let them fall in towards one another, or you can bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall outwards. So just offer yourself a few moments to get comfortable, to get situated. And then simply allow yourself to surrender to stillness and to soak in the benefits of your practice. So often in the world, we're told to go, 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 keep pushing, keep going. But we need rest in order for that to happen. And also, when we rest, just like any other muscle, like if you're exercising a bunch, you need rest days to let your muscles recover so they can strengthen. So rest actually strengthens your ability to continue to grow stronger. And it's just simply beautiful in and of itself. So just let yourself be here, to be still, to let go of the to-dos and soak in the benefits of rest. Now slowly begin to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back into the body. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists, your ankles. Stretch your arms and legs in opposite directions. Find your way to the fetal position on either side of the body. Take a moment to feel the support of the earth beneath you and thank it. Inhale and exhale. And as you are ready, slowly find your way to a comfortable seat. Allow your eyes to remain closed and your palms to rest upwards on the knees in a sign of receiving. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, soften them down the back. Take a moment to scan your body from head to toe and acknowledge all that is present for you here. and if it's any different from when you began. Know that this space within you right here, right now, this is who you truly are. And place the palms one atop another at the center of your chest. Take a moment to feel really, really proud of and grateful for taking the time to arrive for your body and your mind today. To connect to and care for this space within yourself. For offering this act of love, service, and kindness to you, so that you can carry it with you and share it with the world around you as you move through the rest of your day and beyond. Let's take one more breath together to close in through the nose and out through the mouth. And you can slowly open your eyes as you return to this space within you. Thank you all so much for showing up and practicing alongside today. I hope you feel like you were able to give your body or mind that which you needed today, so that you're better able to continue in your service in the world around you. Again, my name is Holly Zajur with Connect Wellness. You can send me an email or check out the website if you have any questions or would like to connect, and I'd be happy to continue sharing practices with you. Thank you all so much for showing up and for the service that you all do.
Thank you, Holly. I especially appreciated the message where, in order to best serve others, you gotta serve yourself by, being healthy and focusing on that self-care. So thank you so much for that rejuvenating yoga and meditation session. I hope everyone is feeling peaceful and relaxed and is ready to start the next part of your day, whatever it might be. I know I found a few positions that I can use during my workday as well. Please take a moment to think, to help me thank Holly Zajur one more time. We really appreciate you taking the time to join us, and thank you to each and every one of you in the audience for your presence, attention, and generous donation to Rotary's Disaster Response Fund. It has been a joy to support this session and see it all come together today. As we look forward to tomorrow, we offer a few reminders. All speaker bios can be found on the Ascension Conference website. Feel free to check them out. We will start our program tomorrow beginning promptly at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. The Zoom will be open 15 minutes beforehand if you'd like to join early. All Zoom links can be found in your email. And last but not least, thank you again for being here. We'll see you again soon.